Hi guys, my name is Olivia. Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I straighten my hair, like blow dry straighten my hair to get it, I guess, like as straight as possible with 4C hair. So disclaimer, this is the first time that I've done this in 2 years. I used to wear my hair straight all the time, but that led to a lot of heat damage. So I decided to do a 1 year of no heat to just kind of like get my hair texture back. And basically what ended up happening was that like a lot of the hair that I had that was like down to my waist basically just like broke off because it was like not getting any more heat, so it didn't know what to do with itself. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you haven't already for more videos. Let's start. For anything, I use this shampoo and conditioner. This is the Giovanni, like this is a holy grail. This is my favorite conditioner. It's for damaged hair. I don't like, currently my hair isn't super damaged, but like at the time it was, and I still use it because it gives like, it's their very like high moisture line, so it's my favorite thing. So I use that and it's conditioner, and I use that like regardless if I'm fine on my hair or not. Like I actually just took on my braids. So yeah, so the first thing I do is put a detangling spray in my hair to give it some slip. With this particular shampoo and conditioner, like I don't really need that much detangling spray because my hair is pretty detangled. Like just with it for some reason, like I don't know, it really just like my hair comes out already like very easy to manipulate and stuff, but I do it anyway just in case. So the one I use is the Untitled Detangler. Honestly, any detangler that's just like mostly water based will do, and just like spray that all around my hair. I don't know guys, like this video might end up like I might look a hot mess. Like there's literally no guarantee that like this will come out looking good, to be honest, because like I said, I haven't flat ironed my hair in forever. Like, so I honestly don't even know if it'll come out looking good. Like I'm honestly kind of scared because I feel like this whole thing might be a complete fail video and like we'll learn nothing, but whatever, we'll see, I guess. So yeah, next thing I do is put a plastic cap on my head. The reason I do this is because like I have low porosity hair, so to get any type of moisture in my hair, it tends to need to be like, you know, soaking in a like not a vacuum system, but like an insulator system. So that's what I do, and I always start from the back because that's easiest for me. So I just like pull out a piece of pull out one of my twists and stuff. And usually, if you're gonna, when you are, you know, getting your hair ready, make sure you wash your hair as much as possible. Like, make sure your hair is like super clean because you don't want any extra weight down. Like, usually when I'm washing my hair and I know I'm gonna wear like it in natural styles and stuff, I don't really like wash out all my conditioner. Like, I like to use the Giovanni deep moisture conditioner as a leave-in basically. But if I know I'm gonna be putting heat in my hair like I do today, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna, and the same thing goes for if you're blow drying your hair too. Like I've done, I think once I stretched with a blow dry to do my braids and stuff. Like I've stretched with blow dries after the 1 year mark of my no heat challenge, but I haven't flat ironed yet. So that's just a rule. If you're gonna put heat on your hair, make sure it's as clean as possible. Make sure everything is washed out, like there's no extra residue and stuff, because I just feel like I lose a lot of hair when I detangle multiple times. I think honestly now at this point it's a waste of time to do that. Oh yes, I didn't even show you guys what I did next. So basically I used the Biosilk. It's called the Silk Therapy. I've been using this since I was relaxed. The thing I do is blow dry. For me, I always start at the bottom because, let me do a close up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. My hair is like, you know, I'm very 4C. So it looks like at the ends. So if I start at the roots, my hair basically like will tangle up and stuff. So I always like to start at the ends, kind of just like straighten that part out with the blow dryer and then move up. I'm using, but I use the Infiniti Pro Conair. Like I've been using these for so long because they're honestly just easier to hold when you're doing your hair yourself. But I don't even know if I would tell someone to use it, because one thing about this is that for whatever reason, these short circuit. I bought like maybe 4 of these since I like use them. Like they short circuit so fast, and then like it starts burning and you can smell the burning. So like I don't know, I wouldn't even like recommend it. Like if you find a better one than this, go ahead and buy that. So after you get that as straight as you want, or as straight as you think is acceptable for you. Some people don't like bone straight hair with their natural hair. I need the trim really badly. Like, oh my god, I can see so many single strand knots. This is how long my back is now. I should have worn a white shirt for y'all. I feel like it's just like you're fighting a losing battle, because no matter what you do, like no matter how healthy your hair is, it's like you're always gonna have single strand knots. You might lower the number of them you have, but it's gonna lower, like, it's just, you're gonna have them. Like, that's just a part of having like type 4 hair, especially 4C hair like me. Like, you're gonna have these knots and they gonna be there. Well, the last thing I do basically for my blow drying routine is to twist my hair. I do this mainly to keep it stretched after the fact. It's like, do this and cut off a little chunk at the end, and that's usually like a good way for me to trim my hair without, like, you know, having to get a professional to do it. Same thing, I just put my Biosilk in there, just get it all in there, make sure I saturate it, especially the ends. Usually I put the Biosilk at the ends again anyway, because my ends tend to be like the worst part when it comes to getting straight. Like, everything will get straight, right? Like, it will be like straight, and then the ends will just be like boom, like they'll just flare out at the end, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, I mean, when you flat iron, you want to get to a point where you're just like going through the hair, because it gets hot, it's time consuming. Okay, it's good now. I felt some wet spots, and that's a no-no, because all that's gonna do is just like mess up everything you did. And when you are pulling it to twist it, make sure that you're very taut, because you want that hair to stay stretched with these Bantu knots. Like, you want the Bantu knots to do its job, which is basically like stretch your hair for you and keep it that way and keep it, you know, straight. Guys, honestly, do not like try to do this with your hair when you don't have time. Like, you don't basically have like a whole day to give to this. Like, don't do it. Do this to your hair when you, like, you know, I have nowhere to go to tomorrow, I have nowhere to go to tonight, I have time, like, I have time to literally sit here and give the whole day to my hair, because it's very time consuming, it's very like tedious and annoying. Because you're 4C, your hair is just like, I'm just stretching to see like where it's at. Your hair is gonna be a little harder to manage. The best thing about flat ironing is that it's not loud, so I'll be able to just do it while I like watch, I don't know, Baller Wives or something. I can't wait for Real Housewives of Atlanta to come back. Like, I need trashy reality TV so bad right now. There's like nothing to watch, and I don't have the attention span right now to watch real TV shows. Like, Insecure is over, Game of Thrones is done. It's like, there's really nothing I'm interested in. I did start watching The Good Doctor, which is like a show about a doctor with autism. And the first episode, I think it actually leaked online, so I don't think I watched it legally, but whatever. Welcome back, guys. So basically what I did was go ahead and do the flat iron job off camera. Let me show you guys how long it is at 2 years. I've been cutting as I've been going. I'm just putting more of the Biosilk at the tip, like I always put it at the end, because if you know anything about 4C hair, you know that 4C hair at the ends likes to flare out, and like that's where all your knots and all that stuff is. So that's what I've been basically cutting, is those ends that are flaring out. But just to help my flat iron go through it a little bit more, my flat iron is at 400, which is already really high to begin with. Like, I think most people say do 380. So me being at 400 is already like super high anyway. So I didn't want to then like go through a whole bunch of times or make it super bone straight. I just wanted, like, my hair is just naturally kind of fluffy and poofy like this, so even when it's straight, so I just figured like I would just leave it like that. Like, it still has volume, it still has all those things. Oh yeah, and I use a brush. If I catch hair at the tips while I'm using the brush, then I'll take away the brush and use a comb instead. And that's usually, if I do catch hair, that's because there's lots of single strand knots and lots of like split ends at that point. You know, health over length any day, right? But it's like smoking up in here. But I'll do a video with you guys and show you guys like if my hair reverts and stuff. I know it will. I'm just worried about like if it will revert as much as I want it to revert, basically like just back to normal. But we'll see. I guess these tips, like, I knew this would be the problem. So like I said, I just go ahead and cut it like that song. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Like, seriously, holding on to it isn't gonna do anything for me. So just cut it. I just didn't trim my hair because I just felt like it was pointless, and like I barely even knew what I didn't know what I was trimming, so I didn't think like it made even like any sense to trim the hair. So I just didn't. But now I can, because I can actually see like, you know, what's going on. Like, I can see these ends, man, like these, oh my god. This is the only thing I don't like about like any type of transitioning way, because when you transition, you're always gonna get this. Also, like, I know people who didn't transition ended up getting like these raggedy ends, so I honestly don't even know why it happened. The thing with single strand knots is that like they're honestly just a part of having this kind of hair, and if you're okay with them, like if they don't bother you, then that's good for you, but they really bother me. And the thing with single strand knots is that like I feel like it just causes unnecessary like it causes an unnecessary headache. And yes, I'm doing a blunt cut. So this is how long the bang is, and why I did that was because when I finally cut it, it was like really bad at the ends, like worse than all the other parts of my hair. I don't know why, because usually I take really good care of the front, because you know it's the front. And that's the point, like there's no, yeah, you can have safer ways to flat iron your hair, but the worst thing you can do to your hair, in my opinion, is flat ironing it like multiple times in a month or multiple times like a week. Like I feel like I said, 4 months at a time is a good thing, or it's like a pretty good place to be. And then if you have really long hair and you just don't want the hassle of having to take care of it, and to you feel like and if you honestly feel like, let's say once a month is good for you, I honestly can like excuse once a month. I think once a month is fine. I think once a month is not too bad, to be honest. Like that's my opinion. Obviously, like if you don't agree, you can think differently. I think once a month is fine, especially if you already have long hair, and at that point it's just like whatever, like it's already long, you already got to that point. Worst things worse, like worst comes to worst, it'll break off, but I mean at that point it's already long, so whatever breaks off is like you're still gonna be fine, you know? So yeah, I definitely see myself maybe doing once a month or once every 2 months, depending on what kind of style I want when my hair is longer. But until then, I want to, you know, just be as chill as possible with the heat. I don't want to just use heat like, you know, unnecessarily. So I want it to be even, but I also don't want to cut too much, you know? Okay, I think this is good. So this is the first time my bangs have ever like reached my shoulders. I don't want anyone who is flat ironing their hair for the first time to have really bad ends and think like something is so wrong with their hair, or that they did something so wrong. Like no, it's not you. It's 4C hair definitely has a tendency to do this at the ends, especially when you try to straighten it. I really don't know the way around it, because like I said earlier, there were parts of my hair that didn't do that at all. So yeah, we all struggle, all those, you know, type 4 girls, like we all struggle with basically a lot of the same things. So yeah, we need to stop being so hard on ourselves. My hair has a tendency to look a lot better after it's been wrapped, like that's just how it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that because I have stuff to do and I don't have time to be dealing with it. It's just so much, like, yeah, it's just a lot, which is a good thing. This is like the whole reason I did my 1 year of no heat work. Like I don't think I've ever worked this hard in a video before, and I was literally doing something that like we all do normally. It's just a lot. Like honestly, the thing is, I like straight hair. Like I like to wear my hair straight, but the work that goes into it is like the reason why I'm just like, I'll stick to wigs, because at least with a wig I'm not damaging my own hair. And like it's just like a lot. It's just so much. I totally understand why like people don't want to straighten their hair, because not only is it so difficult, but it's like you might not even get, you know, results that you like, you know. But I like my results. I'm happy with them. I mainly did this to, you know, get the cut that I wanted, and I got the cut that I wanted. I cut off all the hair that I needed to get rid of. So I'm quite happy with my results. I think I'm at a pretty good place for 2 years growth. And go ahead and like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe and share it, because there might be other people out there who just like, you know, want some tips on how to straighten 4C hair. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next video.